Welcome back in. This segment of our show brought to you by Stern Agee. You know, they have thrived as a financial advising firm for more than a century. No one makes it that long on luck, folks. Stern Agee has excelled because they've hired good people, they've given them the resources to be successful, and they demand that their clients' interests, your interests, always come first. You see the number there every week. Stern Agee, located right here in Knoxville, part of a huge national company that's been around for a century. Call them. They can help you with your financial planning. All right, back with Jimmy, Bob, and Shazan. Time for the lightning round. 3 quick questions to kind of look around the SEC and at UT. Shazan, I start with you. Alabama whipped Ole Miss yesterday 25-0, despite a 9-0 lead at the half. They did finally put everything together in one game, offense and defense. Is this Alabama team, though, good as it was cracked up to be?
I think in just a little bit, you're going to see the later part of the season, Alabama's going to pull that red shirt off, and underneath it, it's going to be a big old S right there.
You think they're still Superman?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You got the athletes? Yeah. Okay. Bob, quickly, what's the biggest reason for UT's slow rebuilding job? Is it Lane Kiffin's leaving, or is it Derek Dooley's arriving? Which the panicked hire of Derek Dooley, or Lane Kiffin, who's now out of a job at USC, his departure? Which is more important?
I'll tell you what, I'm going to go with the panicked hire of Derek Dooley. And then within that, I will go with the panicked leaving of all of his assistant coaches after year 2, which I think really drained a lot out of the program. So I'm going to go with Dooley.
Agree with you. Hindsight, you think how much better off would Tennessee have been if they could have handed the reins to Kippy Brown for a year? Hold on to it. We're going to take 6 months to find a guy like, Kevin Sumlin. Where are you today? They panicked on the Dooley thing. Jimmy, South Carolina's Connor Shaw sprained his shoulder yesterday. Steve Spurrier says he's going to be out 2 or 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. They play Tennessee in 3 weeks. Let's say he doesn't play. How big of an advantage would that be for Tennessee?
I think significant, because one of the big problems we've seen for Tennessee is dealing with mobile quarterbacks, whether that was a guy at Oregon, whether that was the starter or the backup at Florida, and then even yesterday with Matheny. So I think it would be big. And so if he's out with Dylan Thompson, he doesn't give you as much mobility. And then part of the game plan should be to see if you can knock his helmet off 8 or 10 times. And that would keep him out of his rhythm, get him out of the game. But, yeah, I think Shaw's mobility would be a great asset for Tennessee not to have to deal with.
I agree with you. I think, he's a good runner. I don't know about this Matheny kid. I don't know how good he is, or if that was just Tennessee being slow and taking bad angles and making him look good. But Shaw can run. All right, the last one for the lot of you here. Should Tennessee break out the smoky gray uniforms for the Georgia game? There was talk of Georgia, talk of South Carolina. Should they break those things out, or – having seen Tennessee so far, should they just put them in the closet until next year? Anyone?
Go ahead and wear them. You got them. You paid for them. Use them.
Okay.
I hate to leave stuff in my closet I've paid for.
Wear them against South Carolina. At work when you wore black jerseys against them in 2009. Bring them out for the Gamecocks.
I think you got a better shot against South Carolina, too.
Yep.
What do you say?
Well, at my age, you're going to have to wear them because next year, more likely, they're not going to fit.
And on that note, we'll leave it right there. All right. Thanks to Shazan. You'll be back next week, as well as David Ligon. We'll have a bigger crew than ever. Jimmy, Bob, thank you guys. When we come back, Cavaleris line. What would the line be for this Georgia game? Predictions and Pearl's pulpit. Surely he can't pick Tennessee to beat Georgia, can he? Yes. Come on back.